So as you can see, I'm going to get rid of the forbidden kennel as well. Hang on, there we go. The kennel is dead. I might bring it back later. But anyway, I stole the pic, then added text. Oh, well, there you go. You big dirty thief. You big dirty flippin' thief. You literally spray painted over someone's painting and was like, that's my painting right now, I'm going to sell it. You're not even making any money though either, so whatever. YouTube's weird. Anyway, so let's have a look at this and see what Aki's doing. So that's her kind of, her like, taunt. The funny thing about the taunts in this game is they don't do, like, they last far too long for them to actually do anything. So yeah, I'm just going to play the whole thing as it is, and then we're going to kind of go over it individually. Oh, I mean, look at this stuff, like, this is like the big boy combo at the end here. Beautiful. Quite a lot of stuff I didn't really get whenever I first watched that, and then upon kind of rewatching it, you know, I kind of understood a bit more. I like the fake KO they put, by the way, at the end. There you go, the bubble. Oh, it's flipping beautiful. Right, anyway, let's go through this kind of a bit slower. So that's her taunt, and then she kind of trembles because she loves her poison so much. And then, so first of all, that EX slide must have projectile invincibility, like Fang's. Fang's regular one had projectile invincibility as well. So I'm wondering if, I mean, it's the same thing here, but she went so far. She crossed Chun-Li up with her flipping slide. So this is the EX. I imagine this is going to go full screen, and then she's just flipping will catapult across. I could imagine for someone like JP, that's going to really hurt him, which means my flipping tournament performance in my locals might actually be better now because I get bodied by JP with Jury. But this seems like a pretty good kind of option for her. And then she has this weird. Now that flipping cross up is ridiculous. Now I'm gonna start slowing this down actually, and then I'm gonna mute the audio. Did I put that down? Yeah. Okay. So she does that mad slide. All right, and then Chun-Li whiffs a low medium kick, so it's like hit invincible up to that point at least, which is pretty sick. She does this jump. This cross up is flipping disgusting. That looks like a jumping medium punch maybe, or a jumping heavy punch, I would imagine. But like it hits her on this side and she lands on the other side. But that has a deep cross up. So then that looks like a kind of stand medium punch into the kind of poison bubble, and then she cancels it into this like the Ivy sword kind of thing that I used in my previous video. So I'm kind of curious as to how, like, is this move going to be able to like special cancel? Like, are you able to like special cancel her bubble into like special moves? Like, can you cancel it into her slide or her dash or something? It'd be quite interesting to see how that works. I think it could have a bit of armor. The slide, I think the slide. I mean, Fang's was hit invincible to a point and projectile invincible to a point. That looked very invincible, but again, it wasn't EX. Fang's EX was invincible after the first frame, I think, because you could be thrown out of it, which is always fun as a Fang player. I'm not sure, obviously, what hers is going to be, but that looked really kind of promising in terms of invincibility, because not a lot of characters have that in this game. Like, you know, even when you think of moves like Blanca's EX ball or like Blanca's slide as well, like there's a lot of moves in this game that you would think would be like invincible, but they get stuffed by things a lot of the time. So I will be curious to see how that kind of pans out whenever, you know, she comes out. But yeah, anyway, going back to this, so she does that kind of medium punch, does the bubble, which by the way, I found an article on Event Hubs, you know, event scrubs, big ups, and they basically were talking about how this move might be a charge move, because they were showing a clip of someone playing Aki for like 2 seconds, and he was like holding back and then did the fireball almost like instantly. So it makes it seem as if she was like holding back for this, which makes sense for this, because if she's doing this cross up, she would have been holding back, you know, like that direction, and then like for this whole thing to like charge the bubble if it is a charge move. So stand medium punch into the bubble and then cancel it into this kind of slash. There's the mad kind of jumpy arch move, which reminds me a bit of like Rashid's kind of aerial mobility, which Fang definitely did not have. And actually, you know, Fang got it later on. In later seasons, Fang got like the kind of mad like Flappy Bird move where he would like fly across the screen, but it wasn't really that practical. This is looking a little bit more promising. I think it might still be a bit gimmicky. I could definitely see you just being able to hit her out of this, to be honest. But if not, that's pretty decent. And then obviously she must be safe whenever she lands. I do think she does have, is that a turret combo, I think? I do think that like jab, like that looks like a jab medium, like turret combo. Pretty sick. She does the kind of the chain again, which again poisons. Now, this is quite interesting, because remember I was saying in my previous video the main things that Aki needs to be good in this game is a good drive rush or like drive rushable normals and an OD reversal. I will be curious to see if this is her OD reversal because she stuffs this heavy kick. At the same time, though, in my thinking is that the heavy kick, she probably hit her on her startup, which wouldn't have been an OD reversal. Like Ryu could regular dragon punch that, you know. That doesn't mean it's an OD, you know. It doesn't mean it's got invincibility on it. So I'm still a bit skeptical about that. I did say in my video if there was going to be a move that would have like OD reversible properties, it would be this kind of chain move. But you know, we don't know. Like a bigger version of a chun flip. Yeah, in a way. And it does cross up as well, because I'm pretty sure in the trailer she crosses up JP with it. So it would be similar to a chun flip, but it does look a lot more easy to choreograph, which I'm not a big fan of. Anyway, yeah, so they do that kind of turret combo into the chain, then does this, I think it does hit her wake up. She throws the kind of poison puddle down, which I think is pretty sick, and then she goes like straight forward with this like coward crouch punch. Now again, this did reaffirm my belief that this coward crouch has like a couple of enders, and this is one of them. This is a much better version of this ender than I thought it was going to be, because this is like projectile invincible, it looks like. It has like a crumple on punish counter and poisons on punish counter as well. I mean, it probably punishes, it probably poisons in general on punish counter, but, oh no, it probably poisons in general on hit, but on punish counter, the fact it causes a crumple as well means you can get this big dirty combo. So she kind of does this poison puddle, and then that's like its own separate move, and then she goes into like this kind of coward crouch into the lunge, has the crumple state. That looks like back heavy kick or like anti-air. Then it's EX kind of chain, which pulls her forward, and she gets a hit afterwards, which is pretty interesting. Like you're going to wonder if that EX chain is going to work. It's kind of maybe similar to Ed. They could be testing out like an Ed thing, because Ed had a kind of chain that he could drag his opponent back towards him with. Very similar thing going on here with Aki. Gets the hit. She's still kind of in a juggle state. Drive rush, like raw drive rush, back heavy kick again, into the same move, and then the bubble, and then she like juggles into level 1. So I feel as if that is a pretty optimized combo. I don't think it's going to be her like best optimized combo. There's a level 1 again. And again, she's going to be poisoned this whole time. And then there's the coward crouch again, and she goes straight into the command grab, which I imagine is like, which I imagine is like a maybe the kick ender or something, or like, I mean, I would imagine maybe punch would be the lunge, kick would be the actual like fang kick, and then grab would be like this command grab. I think it's a command grab. It looks like a command grab. I'm going to assume it works similar to like maybe hooligan throw Kami has. I mean, this entire move kind of screams hooligan to me, to be honest. But yeah, that is very interesting stuff there. And that's going to be it. Ooh, don't worry, auto's going on. And then you have to analyze anything else. The rain is pretty sick, though. I do like that. So yeah, that's my kind of professional breakdown of that little clip. I think I might just cut that just for the hell of it. Why not?